He's the guy who picked the wrong group to mess with. A man tempts fate with Redford Township Police on Facebook and quickly learns what you shouldn't do to stay out of trouble. Good evening. It all started with a Facebook post by a wanted man.
He goes by the name Champagne Torino. Here it is. He says, and as fake names go, that's a pretty good one. If your next post gets 1,000 shares, he'll turn himself in along with a dozen donuts.
Well, you can probably guess what happened next. Yep, they got to 1,000 shares, quickly announcing it with a mic drop. Let's get to Steve Garagiola. He's live tonight. And Steve, this story made national headlines.
It has actually now made some international headlines. Champagne Torino, which by the way is a really amazing name, not his real name, has been in this back and forth conversation with Redford Police for some time now. But he raised the stakes, and the police, keeping it all in fun for now, tossed it right back and said, Mr. Torino, it's your move. The man known on Facebook as Champagne Torino has badgered Redford Township Police with taunts for some time now.
The last few weeks, Mr. Torino has had a few comments for us, most of which have not been very polite.
I think the way some people term it is he's been trolling our page.
Yeah.
Mr. Torino changed the game when he posted a challenge to Redford Police that he would turn himself in and bring donuts and clean up trash around Redford schools if they posted his challenge and it got at least 1,000 shares. It no doubt surprised him when Redford Police accepted.
I don't think that's what he expected us to do, was share his message, and when we just screenshot his message and put it on there, in an hour we had 1,000 shares.
Late this afternoon, the post has gotten about 4,000 shares, but Mr. Torino has failed to honor his part of the deal. He is still a no-show.
We did our part, so we're giving him the opportunity to do his.
Redford Police have had some fun with this, but it's not a joke. Police know who he is, and he's wanted on a handful of local misdemeanors for which he will be held accountable, whether or not he shows up with donuts.
He may or may not turn himself in, but if he doesn't, there's enough people now that know who he is and know where he is, and it's a matter of time.
Well, they were very surprised at the number of requests they have gotten today from media outlets all across the country, even a couple outside the country. And they did want to emphasize they did this because they want to work with the community. He is, by their quotes, not a very nice man, but they don't see him as dangerous. Back to you.
Steve, how long are police willing to wait for Champagne?
Well, you know, that's a good question. They said they want to give him the opportunity to do the honorable thing. He said he would turn himself in, so they hope he will, but it will be just a matter of a few days. If he doesn't, they will go get him. So, Mr. Torino, it's on you, man.
Honorable. Yeah, we shall see. All right, Steve, thanks.